According to an interview conducted exclusively by the news outlet, the Daily Mail, a whistleblower has revealed that during the 1980s, an unidentified flying object with a distinctive egg-shaped metallic exterior was securely stored at Area 51. Engineers stationed at the Nevada airbase have made a rather intriguing claim regarding a peculiar aircraft discovered in the desert. They assert that the Central Intelligence Agency stumbled upon this enigmatic craft and promptly transferred it to their custody for thorough investigation. However, faced with an overwhelming mystery, the engineers found themselves unable to gain access to the inner workings of the object. As a result, it was subsequently shipped off to another base in hopes that further studies could be conducted. Eric Tabor boasts an extensive background as a defense aerospace contractor, amassing 13 years of experience in this field. Throughout his career, he has obtained and maintained a security clearance, granting him access to collaborate on various military aircraft projects. During an interview, the individual disclosed an intriguing account shared by his deceased great-uncle, Sam Urquhart, who happened to be a contractor associated with Area 51. The story revolves around an unidentified flying object that was reportedly present at the enigmatic desert facility. Tabor provided testimony in May to the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, which is currently conducting an extensive investigation into unidentified flying objects. The All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office is specifically gathering accounts and evidence pertaining to alleged instances of government involvement with non-human aerial vehicles. The assertion, albeit an unverified account shared by a witness who has since passed away, adds to a lengthy lineage of speculation regarding the existence of unidentified flying objects or advanced spacecraft housed in the vicinity of the Nevada Desert Air Base adjacent to Groom Lake, situated to the north of the bustling city of Las Vegas. The recent development has emerged following the revelation of whistleblowers during their testimony before Congress. These individuals disclosed the existence of a clandestine government initiative aimed at retrieving and studying alien spacecraft that have crashed or landed on Earth. This covert program, which has been operational for several decades, endeavors to extract valuable technological knowledge from these extraterrestrial artifacts. Lawmakers have been compelled to create a draft legislation aimed at revealing any existing programs in response to the claims made. This legislation is currently progressing through the Congress. In 2012, upon relocating from Mississippi to the West Coast, he enthusiastically formed a deep bond and connection with his grandmother's brother. The younger engineer, filled with curiosity and a thirst for knowledge, persistently sought answers from Urquhart regarding the persistent rumors surrounding the existence of extraterrestrial beings at Area 51. However, every time he brought up the topic, he was met with dismissive responses from Urquhart, as if the subject was shrouded in secrecy. According to Tabor's account, his great-uncle dedicated an impressive 28 years of his life in service to the Air Force, achieving the esteemed E8 rank, which is equivalent to that of a first sergeant. As an added disclosure, he shared that his great-uncle had the unique opportunity to work at the enigmatic and highly classified location known as Area 51. Urquhart commenced his employment at Area 51, undertaking responsibilities under the employment of EG&G, a defense contractor. Over time, EG&G entered into a partnership with Raytheon. During his tenure, he held the position of security lead within his engineering team and served as a specialist in data configuration. Eric Tabor said that during their interactions, he would persistently inquire about unidentified flying objects. However, his consistent response was always a firm denial of any knowledge or involvement. Nevertheless, a pivotal moment arrived when they found themselves on his back porch, and he finally conceded, saying, "All right, I'll share information about one particular craft that I am aware of." He added that in 1997, upon his arrival at the location, he engaged in a meaningful exchange with a highly experienced engineer from the EG&G company. This particular engineer led a team assigned with the challenging endeavor of reverse engineering an object that had been transported to the facility by members of the CIA during the 1980s. This conversation allowed him to gain valuable insights into the intricate process and intricate nature of this undertaking. According to reports, there are claims that a discovery has been made in a far-flung desert area where an object was allegedly found. According to the senior engineer from EG&G, who had a conversation with his great-uncle, the unidentified object in question had an oblong, egg-shaped appearance. It was approximately the size of a standard sports utility vehicle and possessed a sleek and seamless design. Its surface had a metallic sheen and showcased a shade of silverish grey. Remarkably, there were no discernible control surfaces, flaps, inlets, or exhaust systems attached to the object. These engineers, regarded as the most exceptional and intelligent in their field, engaged in relentless efforts to unravel the mysteries surrounding the power source, its activation, and its functioning. Despite their persistent endeavors, they were unable to achieve any significant breakthroughs. Their attempts included various methods, such as attempting to stimulate electrical currents in order to establish a connection with the power source. The object in question proved to be impenetrable to X-rays, rendering it indistinguishable from a solid entity on the X-ray image. Despite attempts to access its interior by opening its hull, all efforts to penetrate it were futile. According to their statement, the individuals mentioned that they successfully managed to obtain minuscule samples of the substance. According to Tabor, he said that while he is not a chemistry expert, based on the analysis of the isotope ratio and the composition of elements present, they deduced that the substance was not produced on our planet. This revelation suggests that the material has extraterrestrial origins. According to Tabor, Urquhart informed him that the aircraft was ultimately transported to another base, potentially the White Sands missile range located in New Mexico. Subsequently, this information constituted the final knowledge that the engineers possessed regarding the craft. This development not only broadened their understanding of the situation, but also shed light on its subsequent progression. According to Tabor, his great-uncle had the responsibility of collecting radar data and ensuring its safekeeping by storing it in secure vaults. Tabor mentioned that his great-uncle would carry out this important task in a storage room located in the main control building, which was affectionately referred to as the Taj Mahal. One day, while inside this highly protected room, Tabor's great-uncle noticed something intriguing on the wall. It was an up-close, crystal-clear color photograph of the very same object that had been discussed by the senior engineer. This unexpected discovery left an indelible impression on him. Tabor has unveiled a collection of captivating photographs provided by Urquhart. These images depict various intriguing moments, such as a group photograph alongside his esteemed colleagues from the Area 51 engineering team. The image captures the camaraderie between them while relaxing in a brake trailer within the restricted confines of the base. The photo, supposedly revealing the existence of the egg-shaped aircraft, remained securely stored within the confines of Area 51, never seeing the light of day. According to Tabor, it was mentioned that Sam stated the possibility of the American people never having the opportunity to witness it. Tabor confessed that in March, during a period of financial hardship, he resorted to selling his great-uncle's cherished patch on eBay for a sum of $600. Looking back, he deeply regrets this decision, realizing the sentimental and historical value that the patch held. The late Urquhart, a seasoned Air Force veteran with 28 years of service under his belt, including deployments during the Vietnam and Gulf Wars, tragically passed away in August of the previous year at the age of 75. The Pentagon's UFO Investigation Office has recently documented the account of Tabor. This comprehensive documentation took place after Tabor was interviewed by the office's staff in the month of May. A comprehensive compilation of his account, coupled with various reports and witness statements, is scheduled to be prepared and forwarded to Congress in the upcoming year. According to Tabor, the individuals from All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office exhibited a high level of professionalism and approached the situation in a non-threatening manner. Interestingly, he expressed his surprise at the genuine interest they showed. Tabor, in his unwavering commitment to unveil the hidden reality surrounding non-human craft held by the government, made the conscious choice to step into the limelight and advocate for a controlled and restricted release of information. During the interview, the individual expressed their cautious approach in order to prevent the release of sensitive technical information that could potentially be used by adversaries. They emphasized the importance of maintaining secrecy and avoiding the risk of exploitation. Despite common perception, it is indeed possible to maintain confidentiality. When individuals are adequately compensated, possess the necessary security clearance, and have signed a non-disclosure agreement, they tend to experience a sense of contentment, leading them to diligently fulfill their obligations and refrain from disclosing confidential information. This highlights the importance of incentives and safeguards in ensuring the preservation of secrecy. It is crucial to recognize that the ability to keep secrets relies on a combination of factors such as compensation, clearance, and legal agreements. Disclosure must be executed with utmost caution, taking into consideration the need to protect sensitive information from falling into the hands of our adversaries. However, he is firmly convinced that it is our deep-rooted obligation to enlighten humanity regarding the veracity of our encounters with non-human entities and the retrieval of their advanced artifacts or spacecraft, a conviction that he holds with unwavering certainty. The dissemination of this truth is crucial in order to provide a heightened understanding to the masses, who undoubtedly deserve such knowledge. Urquhart's previous employer, EG&G, has been associated with additional allegations relating to a clandestine government initiative centered around recovered extraterrestrial vessels. Physicist Dr. Eric Davis and intelligence officials allegedly had a noteworthy encounter in October 2002. It is claimed that they met in the parking lot of an EG&G site located in Las Vegas. The purpose of this meeting was to discuss matters pertaining to their respective fields of expertise. Dr. Davis meticulously documented the conversation and took note of the information shared by Vice Admiral Thomas Wilson, who at the time was the Deputy Director of the Defense Intelligence Agency. Based on the provided information, it appears that the Vice Admiral had a conversation with Davis regarding an intriguing discovery he made back in the early 2000s. During that time, the Vice Admiral came across a clandestine initiative operated by a defense contractor. This program aimed to retrieve unidentified flying objects and subsequently engage in the process of reverse engineering them. The explosive and highly contentious documents assert that Wilson discovered inconsistencies within the budget that ultimately led him to expose a program managed by a prominent aerospace technology contractor, known as one of the leading companies in the United States. Through meticulous investigation, Wilson uncovered significant disparities and irregularities in the financial allocations, prompting him to delve deeper into the operations of this contractor. In 2018, a set of notes claimed to have been written by Davis, providing a detailed account of the conversation surfaced, originating from the personal belongings of the late astronaut Edgar Mitchell. Davis has chosen not to publicly verify the authenticity of the documents, but it is worth noting that his friend and former senior Pentagon official, Christopher Mellon, stated on his blog last year that Davis is indeed the author. This information implies that Davis may have played a significant role in the creation of these documents, although he has not officially acknowledged it. Wilson vehemently refuted any claims of ever encountering Davis, as he made it clear to journalist Ross Coulthart that he was stationed in a remote camp in Maine during October 2002. Furthermore, he clarified that his visit to Las Vegas was limited to a single occasion, a military assignment to Nellis Air Force Base, transpiring either in 1979 or 1980. The proceedings and testimonies from the notable UFO hearing that took place last year were diligently documented and officially included in the congressional record. Wisconsin Congressman Mike Gallagher took the responsibility of entering these crucial notes into the record. Bob Lazar, a former employee of Area 51 who has gained notoriety, has made consistent claims since his initial interview in 1989 regarding his involvement in a top-secret program aimed at reverse engineering an alien spacecraft at Groom Lake. Tabor revealed that his great-uncle had disclosed insider information, confirming that Lazar indeed worked at the base. However, he added that a significant portion of Lazar's narrative was constructed and embellished. According to Tabor, the duration of his presence at that location was fairly short. He claims that there existed a facility known as S4, situated at the base of the Papoose Mountains, which consisted of 9 hangar sections built into the mountainside to accommodate a total of 9 unidentified flying saucers. However, Tabor's great-uncle dismissed these assertions as baseless. In his opinion, Papoose merely possessed some radio tower equipment and lacked any extraordinary phenomena. Tabor's perspective sheds doubt on the existence of the alleged extraterrestrial activity at the Papoose Mountains, suggesting that it might be nothing more than a fabrication. So, what do you make of this interesting announcement? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.